You know, you said earlier, as you related to great people, you mentioned Mrs. Amelia Boynton Robinson's name. She's going to be 96 on August the 18th, and I'm certainly hoping that you can be present for that celebration. But what do you say to a great black woman like Mrs. Boynton Robinson?
What I would say to her if I was blessed to be in her presence again, I would say, Mrs. Robinson, your work here will never die. You have left a legacy for time indefinite, being beat up, being tortured, being humiliated by the oppressors back in the 50s and 60s, and just being a pillar of strength and being an example, being a great example for black women and men and children all over the world. I would say to her that she can rest in peace. I rest on the thought that she's accomplished so much that would make our lives so much better and the lives that come after us.
How do you think this community should respond to her birthday celebration?
I think that the community should come out in full force to honor. I think there should be a parade prepared in her honor. I think that there should be some type of ceremony prepared in her honor. And I do understand that she's a humble person and does not want any fanfare of any type. But great people, they usually don't. They don't want to be recognized for anything because they do it because it has to be done. And she took the initiative and she made the choice to do it because it had to be done. This lady housed and hid Martin Luther King, Harry Belafonte, Sammy Davis Jr., and the list goes on and on and on and on to keep them from getting harmed or killed by the KKK and the oppressors at that time. And this lady is legendary in her own right, but she's also legendary in the eyes of the world, like the English Parliament, who hires her to come in and advise them from time to time, year after year. This woman amongst us in Tuskegee is a living legend, and the city of Tuskegee needs to recognize who she is and give her props. Now, unlike Miss Rosa Parks, Tuskegee should have honored Mrs. Parks again and again and again before the world did it. If Tuskegee doesn't honor this great legend, Amelia Boynton Robinson, while she's still alive, among us, this great matriarch, it would be an atrocity. It would just be an atrocity. Can I say, Chief, the great businesses who have flourished in Tuskegee, particularly the law firms, they need to participate in this. The city, the utilities board, their success should be respected in the light of respecting her. The city council, the Tuskegee City Council, the mayor, the new city manager, they all need to come out and participate, and not just participate, but lend their support to this great deed that your group is planning to do for her. You know, the fact that she is even alive with all she went through. These gangbangers and these young people and the people that have, even me, I'm guilty. We've done nothing to make the world better. When I've aligned myself with some successful people here in Auburn of a different persuasion, and they ask, when I say, you know, oh, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, they're just great people, and it never dawned on me, what have they done to make the world a better place? These people tell me, even when Tammy Faye Baker died, they tell me, I said, Mr. blah, 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 you know, Tammy Faye Baker died today. You know, they tell me, what did she do for the world, Matt? You know, she was a famous woman, but what has she done to make the world a better place? She didn't do like Mother Teresa. She is not a great, and these people here honor Dr. Martin Luther King more than the black community did for his achievements. And I'm learning, see, that's what I'm saying, get outside that box. Hang around other people, learn from other people. It's okay to be with white people. It's okay to be with Mexicans. It's okay to be with whoever. We're all people and we're all here to learn from each other. But Amelia Boynton Robinson has left a lot of legacy behind. She did something. She is still doing something to help the betterment of mankind. And this woman doesn't have a malicious bone in her body. She's an angel. And Tuskegee need to know it. She's not even angry with the people that almost killed her on coming over on the bridge on Bloody Sunday, over the Edmund Pettus Bridge. She has no resentment, no remorse. She's all forgiving. And you learn from people like her. Being in her presence is being in the presence of, I felt like whenever I've been around, blessed to be around Mrs. Boynton Robinson, I felt like I was in the presence of Dr. King, in the presence of the great Muhammad, or the great Gandhi, in the presence of Nelson Mandela. She's on that level, people of Tuskegee. She's on that level. She has done something. She's not a rock star who's singing and making millions. She is a woman that has paved the way for voter rights, for us to get the right to vote, which included our civil rights, and most of all, our human rights. And she, like Dr. King, stood on the basis of the Bible and the principles of our Constitution. And Amelia Boynton Robinson deserves all we can give her. And that is all she, and all of that she deserves. We need to give her our all.